Good afternoon everyone. Today we will discuss the rest of the part of the pedigree chart. Okay, so previous day we discuss about the autosomal dominant and sex-linked recessive. So today we will discuss about the autosomal recessive. Okay, autosomal recessive, what is the characteristics of autosomal recessive? Autosomal recessive, first, the most affected children have unaffected parents. Okay, obviously most affected children have unaffected parents. Affected children have unaffected parents. Number 2, heterozygous have a normal phenotype. Just normal, heterozygous, because this is not a recessive genes, because only the recessive form can express the disease. So if heterozygous, there is one dominant, one recessive, that's why heterozygous obviously show the normal characteristics. Heterozygous have a normal phenotype. Heterozygous have a normal phenotype. Third one, two affected parents will always have affected children. Two affected parents will always have affected children. As this one is recessive, so that's why both parents must be affected. So then one will be, in the case of the dominant, only one parent must be affected, but in the case of the recessive, two parents must be affected. Affected children two affected parents will always have affected children. Okay, so first one, affected children have unaffected parents. Second one, heterozygous have a normal phenotype. Third one, two affected parents will always have a affected children. Okay, okay. Next one, trains to keep generation. Obviously that is recessive. Trains to keep generation, trains to keep generation. And the last one, both male and females are affected with equal frequency. Okay, so these are the characteristics of the autosomal recessive. First one, the most affected children have unaffected parents. Heterozygous have a normal phenotype. Two affected parents always have the affected children. Okay, and trains to keep the generation, and both males and females are affected with the equal frequency. Okay, and this is autosomal recessive. If I will give you one example of the autosomal recessive, you can see that there is this type of structure, male female, one generation skip, so female male, okay. So skip the generation, one generation skip, there is one parents affected, one children affected, okay, father to daughter. Next one, X-linked dominant. Previous day we learn about the X-linked recessive, today we learn about the X-linked dominant. X-linked dominant, this one is the dominant, so no generation skipping occur. First one, both males or females are affected, both males and females are affected. Often in X-linked recessive, males are more affected. In X-linked dominant, females are more affected, okay. Often more female are affected than males, okay. Second one, does not skip, this one is dominant, so does not keep generation. Third one, affected son must have an affected mother. I previously told you that the X-linked always follow the crisscross pattern, father to daughter, daughter to and mother to son. So always the affected son have affected mothers, okay, and affected daughters has affected father. Affected daughter must have either an, so both males and females are affected, often more females are affected than the males, does not skip generation, affected son must have an affected mothers, and affected daughter must have an affected mother or affected father, okay, both are present. And affected mother, daughter, in the case of daughter maybe mother or maybe father is affected, or an affected, mostly father, affected father will pass the trait on to half of their sons and half of their daughter. Okay, trait common in pedigree. Trait is common in pedigree. Okay, so this one is the X-linked dominant. So, and first one, obviously both males and females are affected, and more females affected than the males. Second one does not skip the generation. Third one, affected son must have affected mother, but in the case of the daughter, the mother must be affected or father must be affected. And always affected fathers keep their trait, half of their son and half of their daughters. Okay, and trait common in the pedigree. This is the last one, is not important. This is common in pedigree. Okay, that one X-linked dominant. There is another trait is also X-linked dominant, that is widow peak. One disease that present on your syllabus, widow peak, that is dominant, autosomal dominant. If I give the example of X-linked dominant, that is male and female. Father is affected, you can see that, so that's why daughter is affected mostly. If mother is affected, son is affected obviously, and mother also be affected. Okay, so this is the father and mother is affected, mostly the females are affected, you can see here. And here mother if affected, all sons are affected. If father is affected, all daughter is affected. Okay, that is X-linked dominant. And the last one, that is Y-linked. Y means, you know that gene only present in the male, so obviously the only males are affected. Okay, so only males are affected, passed from father to son, passed from father, only father to son, because their only male is affected. Okay, in the case of X-linked dominant, X-linked recessive, father to always daughter, but in the case of the Y-linked, always father to son, and only mother is affected. Does not skip generation. Does not keep generation, and all sons of affected males are affected. Affected male sons always affected. Okay, so this is the characteristics. Only males are affected, passed from father to son, does not skip generation, all sons affected, males are affected. Okay, you can see here the pedigree chart of Y-linked male is affected. Okay, so males are only affected. Okay, you can see here that is Y-linked. Okay, complete with different traits or different pedigree chart. Now here is, I will give you the 3 example that present on your practical book. You just write this 5 one and then after that give their characteristics and give these 3 examples also. That is first one color blindness, first one rolling of tongue, second one widow peak, and third one color blindness. Okay, so if you see that the first one, inability to roll tongue, roll up tongue, who can do that? Recessive genes only roll the tongue, but inability means there must be dominant genes is present, so that's why they are unable to roll the tongue. Okay, so inability to roll the tongue. Okay, so this one is the, if that is AA heterozygous, that is recessive, small a, that is AA heterozygous, only recessive can roll the tongue, that is AA, that is also AA, that is also AA, that is AA. Because they are unable means they are obviously either heterozygous, either dominant. Okay, so you just tell that inability to the roll down tongues appears in the progeny due to recessive genes. Find out the possible genotype of the final members in the following pedigree. Okay, so you have to find out the final members of that. So who are able to roll the tongue? They are dominant. If they are inability to roll the tongue means they are recessive. Recessive genes cannot roll the tongue. Okay. So the trait is present in the father parent due to the presence of 2 recessive genes. Okay. So father parent 1 and 2, you can see that 1 and 2 father parent. So due to the presence of 2 recessive genes, you can see that father parent have 2 recessive genes. So the trait can appear in the progeny only when it becomes homozygous recessive. Since only one progeny carries the trait, the mother parent must be heterozygous. Obviously the mother parent only carry the genes, so that's why it is heterozygous. Mother A into A 50% heterozygous and 50% recessive. One, that is called 1. You can, when you write down about them, 1, 2 and 3, this is the generation, first, second and third. First generation, that is 1A. Okay, you can see that first generation 1A. You can see the second generation 2, 3 and 4 are heterozygous. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 3 and 4. Okay, so this one will be heterozygous A. So in the second generation you can see that second generation 1 is homozygous, small a small a. Second generation 2, you can see that 2, 3 and 4 all are heterozygous. Second generation 2, second generation 3, second generation 4 are heterozygous, mean capital A small a. And therefore A, the cross between 1 and his 1 and his husband, heterozygous and recessive, you can see that produce one homozygous recessive in third A, because one capital small a, one small a from both the parents must be come in one children. So that's why here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can see that the number 2 children's number 2 homozygous. So 3, 2 are homozygous. This is the possibility only if the outsider of heterozygous. Naturally 3, 1 is also heterozygous. Obviously one children is homozygous, so another must be heterozygous. So 3A, 1, you can see that there is the heterozygous. So 3, 2, 2, 3. 2, 3 is the heterozygous. Her husband can be either heterozygous or homozygous. A into A. Since none of the progeny with the recessive rolling tongue, the possibility is that new entrant of the pedigree is the homozygous dominant. Okay, so 3, 3, 3, 4 and 3, 5, they must be homozygous. Okay, pedigree is the homozygous dominant. They are either capital A, either capital A, small a. All of them are either capital A, either capital A, small a, because you can see that their mother is heterozygous, their father is homozygous. So must be AA or must be A small a. Okay, so this is the rolling inability to roll the tongue. You can see from your book. Next one. Widow peak. So since the said it's a problem 2, widow peak. Widow peak, that is homozygous and heterozygous. Widow peak is the dominant trait. It is a dominant trait. Okay, so dominant means they never skip the generation. So widow peak, when you see that there is one type of this structure, their male is affected, then you can see that there is recessive, there is dominant, because this one is the dominant, so much, because only widow peak you can see the dominant trait, so obviously that is dominant. Next one, recessive unaffected mean recessive, affected means either heterozygous, either homozygous, but both are dominant. AA, that is AA, that is recessive, that one is AA, that is AA, that one is recessive, that one AA, that one is recessive, that one is AA. So that one is the first generation, that one is the second generation, that one is the third generation. So 1, 2, 3, 4 are affected, and here is 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so you can see here that the shaded symbol appears in the all offsprings. Father must be homozygous dominant while mother is the homozygous recessive. Okay, obviously because father is affected and from the father it is spread, so that's why father is the dominant, mother is the homozygous. First one dominant and that one is the recessive. Mother homozygous recessive, all AA, because all the cases, because now from the father and mothers all must be heterozygous. If there is unaffected, that means that is recessive. If there is affected, because small a and capital A from coming from, because there is the 4 children is affected, so that's why it is 50%, 50%, half mother half father. So one is dominant, one is recessive. Okay, so 4 is dominant and 4 is repetitive. But all cases the possibility is absent. All the members of second generation, you can see that will therefore the heterozygous A, because this is the further confound by marriage second one with the homozygous recessive, obviously. So this one is the homozygous and this one is the heterozygous, so there must be one heterozygous, one homozygous. Okay, so with the homozygous recessive bears the children both the parental types. Marriage 2-3 is the homozygous recessive can produce both recessive and heterozygous. Homozygous and heterozygous both they married, homozygous and heterozygous married, and then they produce. If that is unaffected, that means it is recessive. If that is affected, that means it is heterozygous. Okay, so this is the widow peak. That one is the autosomal dominant. Only dominant must be affected. Dominant form means, recessive form means, you clear that recessive means small letter. Dominant means either capital or either heterozygous. Homozygous means both gene will be same. That these two one is the homozygous, and heterozygous means one capital, one small. Okay. Next one, the color blindness. Sex-linked recessive. Color blindness is the sex-linked recessive disorder of humans. The pedigrees are given below. So the inheritance of the color blindness in one family. Study the pattern of inheritance and answer the following. X-linked recessive, what is the characteristics? Obviously one generation skip, must be keep one generation. Recessive means skip the generation. This generation is keep unaffected and the next generation is affected. And sex-linked recessive means males are more affected than the female. Sex-linked dominant means females must be affected more than the males, and sex-linked recessive means males are affected than the females. Okay, so give the all possible genotype members, that is 1 2 first generation, second generation and third generation. 1 2 3 4 5. This numbering according to your wish. No, nothing that this will be happen. 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. Okay, so color blind carrier woman, obviously woman is carrier, that is means heterozygous, not the dominant form. Recessive form carrier. Gametes, normal man, man is normal but female is the carrier, so that's why that is not affected. Recessive, that is the recessive genes carried by the female. Okay, both are small. Possible phenotype, So this is the blood test, shows that individual give the possible genotype of the member 4, 5 and 6. 4, 5 and 6, that is pedigree chart. The blood test shows that individual 14 is the carrier of the color blindness. 14 is the carrier. That means that is carrier of color blindness. The main number 15 was married and married the number 14. What is the possibility their first child will be hemophilic male? Solution: the allele for the color blindness present in X chromosome, XC, write the chromosome Y does not bear the, it is always coming from mother to father, okay, so that's why it is not carrier, it is just coming from the mother. And a male has only one X chromosome he received from his mother. Obviously this is this X chromosome coming from his mother, and he is the color blinded if his mother is carrier. Female become color blind when the mother is carrier and father is color blinded, okay. Female, when father is affected, then female is affected, his mother is affected, then son is affected. And the genotype of the number 4 will be, that one is the unaffected, so obviously XX normal. Number 5, that is affected, obviously that one is the XX. And 5 obviously XY, because that one is the male. And the number 6, that is not affected, so normal, okay. So this is the possibility of 25%, okay. So we have completed the pedigree chart. You just write down about this, all these things, and from your book also you can see the characteristics of the different pedigree, and if you have any queries you can ask me or Savanti ma'am in our portal, okay. Bye everyone.